Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say yo, so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like.
Advanced play season game is selected. Entering, searching, pop-up, searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent.
Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Entering screen select screen. The Detroit Lions, the home team, are selected.
I use a dub, I'm a win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera system incredible.
Gully 502 has joined.
Can I did the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I did the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself.
Ready, you, advanced set. Edit, entering edit uniforms. Uniform name up. Edit uniform. Advanced edit uniforms. Ready. Edit, entering it. Ready. Play call off. Edit.
Yeah.
Ready.
First time playing in this league, man. Don't really know what to expect. Don't know plays for real. I know a couple of them. Other than that, I don't know about this league. Who won't play?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
That's all right. That's the setup. Way. Real top.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
But I really starting to trade. I would never want to trade a car. Switch to this.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Fuck that shit, boy. Do something about that shit.
The toss, left side.
Right behind your ass.
He's got room.
You.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Swift.
Go Swift. Go Swift. Start the season strong, baby.
Taking it in
Start the season strong.
And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
Remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
What's up, Bill? Steelers? Who's the Steelers? Nah, I'm fucking with you, Bill. Hey, you be nice with them Steelers, though.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
You balls with them Steelers, bro.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped
that's the best game I had all
if he
day.
had simply gone down to a knee
I
at
don't
the
even think I
25.
play no more. That's the only game I play. No, I played 2. That game, that Steelers game, boy. Me and Don played the Steelers game early today. Oh my God.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
3 days back there, boy.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Nothing like the OT game, bro. Down to the last second. Yeah, that was my favorite, bro. Nothing but love on that. Like, that guy was the shit, man.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Caught left side Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown Arizona.
We got us a game, folks.
A 24-yard touchdown.
We
and
got
the Cardinals
us a
are just an
game.
extra point away from tying this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Dropping dots.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Beautiful.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
I'm making him play some defense. That motherfucking Murray got out the pocket.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they're going to have a shot here with a 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one. Huh?
From the 24, Stafford. Right side, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Yes, sir. Kick return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's my favorite.
Johnson on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Taken down right at.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Ball going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
1st and 10.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us today. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now out there, he does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead.
It's weird.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
14. Cardinals 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's coming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And they try to run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Pick up of 10.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Arizona.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Cardinals 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Murray. His throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
Said, I hope all is good with you, brother.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I don't know where you came from, but I hope all is good with you, man.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins.
Hopkins turned the corner on me, boy.
For the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Good fucking dude.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. first down. It's Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Stafford delivers this to Hopkinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Johnson.
What do you do, bro?
First, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He's going up top for Taylor. That is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrod Taylor, 30 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
6 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He couldn't cover it. I don't know why they would have this big fat ass trying to cover him.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman.
They already on fire detecting
stuff. Scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
My coach is
Give
next.
him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Plus, I want to lock my lines. This motherfucker's fire.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So I ain't trying to confuse certain shit. Plus, he's running the slants, so I got to talk about different.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down again. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. Interception, return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
What up, Calhoun? Boy, I was just talking about you today.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
Tap out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Calhoun's on it. He will play.
This will make it into the end zone.
Oh, what a shake.
He broke down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up.
He shook me out my
Like
drawers.
because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch this shit, bro. He's actually got his drawers.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, he hit the wrong button.
And some room to work. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's like a 20.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Yeah, I don't teach you some shit, Calhoun.
They go to Johnson again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, where they can really shred your defense.
Better you can read defense.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
You find that weakness. Exploit that shit. All the plays, you know, bro. You find the weakness. That's on you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Will Harris. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They asked me to get in today. There's a lot of dudes from around the area. Do this C2 check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll give this one to Galladay. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 47 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
It's
primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Cardinals 14. Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nah, he shouldn't put us a lead.
This will make it into the end zone.
Get put out the lead.
Brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Put out the lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Pollard again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. The killer here is complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Every time I turn around, I got it.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Murray. Complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
I told him, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Scorched. Not digging it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Moorfield. I don't know who the fuck Moorfield is.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, what a fucking
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Murray. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Come on.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tag.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give it to Swift. He'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Swift with the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Baker with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, all likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Harris.
Let's go.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Murray's pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Belt is fast as a motherfucker. Real talk. That's my fast dude, bro.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Game report player stats.
The Lions get their first win of a long season was a hard-fought battle. Cardinals. Stafford went.
Entering screen player stats. Mari.
Stafford went. Stafford went 7. Went 7. 152 yards. 1 TD. 1 INT.
Rushing selected.
Alright, CB, man, I'm gonna get to some more games in a second. I'm about to post this shit real quick. For this league, man. Defense led the way.
Click, tap. Interception 0.
Harris came. Wow.
Rush, pass, punt, kicking, passing, receiving, rushing, passing selected.
Murray threw for 289 yards, 2 TDs.
Flashing selected.
It's 62 yards. Make my little post for them, man.
Receiving selected. Post. Finish game.
Alright, let's see what else we can do today, man. I've been on a loser streak other than that game, man. Dude smacked me a couple games around while I was playing.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 27 options. Entering player Jalani Tagai.
I'm gonna have to get off that, bro. I'm gonna have to get off that loser streak. Get to some shit.
Entering franchise and guess.
Who likes losing? Who fucking likes losing? Me?
Entering main menu screen, ultimate team.
I know Atlanta better stop like losing.
Exit online head to head. And depth chart. Entering FWR selected. Slot 4, slot 5, slot 6, slot 5, slot 6, slot T LG selected. Whistle Gray selected. Slot 3 DT selected. Slot Low holds MLD selected. Slot Pro hold selected. Slot CP selected. Slot 3. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot.
Don't nobody play with my
FS selected. Slot. SS selected. Slot.
I played with Lions too.
Slot 3. Slot. KR selected. Slot 5. Enter. Slot. Cost selected. 3. SLWR selected. Slot 3. SLCB selected.
I got this one.
Slot 3. Slot 2.
That one right there. Hey, that's part of the
slot
change.
PHD selected. Entering quick match. Matchmaking 32 options. Detroit Lions. Searching
right there,
for
boy.
opponent is ready.
Boost.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D, as their guys will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Greg Zuerlein now, he'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We'll definitely make it fun. But SCB, nobody.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7
at the
31-yard line.
A couple new little runs. I ain't tried yet. I I don't want to break into the offense.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Adrian Peterson on the carry.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Y'all know what time it is.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They stay on the ground on first from Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Peterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
It's a man-to-man.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Yeah, that's coming back.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Speed. You see that? It's key element. Speed, bro. Speed.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
I do. That's a sweep.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott is going to float this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
I don't watch the TV. I mean, I play the game here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over.
32-yard line.
You heard me? Do you heard me? Right here with them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I ain't never served.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one.
That's what the calendar reminds me of. It's certain.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Feel me? I could imagine that's how they feel. You be so close to falling on the counter. You be so close to the defense, right?
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and his throw is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, Lions.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to the ground, Peterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Lions snuffed their first.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Next drink gonna be
and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
CB, I bet you got some cognac.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as has a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boys, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
You don't got to be shy, man.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Chase it out. Chasing it from alive.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Little short pass to James. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
pushed the button. He just looked at me.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Trying stupid shit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go get us a turnover.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No game.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go to Elliott again.
Oh, that was a good one.
Touchdown!
Oh, that was a good one.
Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
That ties the game 6-6. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Peterson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The tackle made.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A toss left side, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity.
Get off
in the
the
fourth
back
quarter.
there,
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I can smack shit out myself right now.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Hey, bitch.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamie Collins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go.
Entering screen resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering attention pop-up, the connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game.
With such little time.
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options with matches selected. My leaderboard is top 100 is selected. Entering leaderboard screen, 100 rows, 5 tall and flighty Finch. Enter, compare stats. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. My leaderboard is selected. Entering main exhibition. Exhibition pop-up menu, you have online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. My leaderboard is top 100 is selected. Entering leaderboard screen. Entering online hub, compare stats. Generic list item. Generic list. Generic list item. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. My leaderboard is selected. Entering quick match. Matchmaking 32 option Detroit. Searching for opponent, estimated wait time 10 seconds.
See if I can make it quick.
Opponent is ready.
Yeah, bro, folks, I don't know what it is with niggas. I don't know why niggas don't finish games no more.
I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
You jump on that nigga early, though. They don't get they'll leave that motherfucker as soon as it's done. Like, this dude, let me score, get a pick, score.
first carry for Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They give it to Peterson.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking to, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 67 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there, what they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Tell you to read defenses.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Buccaneers 0.
The weaknesses. You right.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
No, thank you.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And it's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. The initial point of contact.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
I'm trying to kill him.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
What I should have did was, when you got some fucking ice cubes to make my
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Matt Prater lining up for the ball.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 29 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he played one-handed. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Tampa Bay.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it. And it's caught. Fighting for the punt. He will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Formation for the Lions.
Oh, they're running too quickly back there, and it's blocked. Safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And it's taken in at the 9. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Now looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady will set up the screen to McCall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going deep this time for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Coming in to put a lick on it was Va2KyBezzy's.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Again, it's Johnson. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or maybe just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the seat. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
To the 49-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on his third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said,
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Turn this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard.
Entering screen resume. Entering cancel pop. Entering attention. Entering online connection survey pop-up. How would you rate the network connection quality during this game? Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Open patches select. My leaderboard is selected. Compare stats. My leaderboard is selected. Compare stats. My leaderboard is select. Compare stats.
For the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double double it up, did it. Never enough, I'm with it. 5-2-3 on the business, whole team got wins in the world since spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got options. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go to it again and again. Who was the dummy that died on the chorus of gravity folding again and again? I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins.
Generic list item.
Now we on top once again. Yeah.
Generic list item.
I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the
generic list item. Generic list item.
Generic list item.
Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item.
I take my field policy down.
Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item.
Total passing yards for. I don't even like to pass. I'm almost got as many passes.
Get out my way, little. Get out my way, little. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. For coops, for
generic list item.
Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer.
Generic list item.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Generic list item.
You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands.
Generic list item.
So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two.
Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item.
Come pop it for me cause I'm rich.
Generic list item. 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 Generic list item.
Bust down, but my wrist time to talk a lot of. I got both my
generic list item. 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 Generic list item.
Let me blow this down a little bit.
Generic list item. Generic.
Let me feel myself a little bit.
Generic list item. 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 Generic list item.
Look at me.
Generic list item.
Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down.
Generic list item.
My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got
generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list. Generic list item.
We can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
Generic list item.
Go ahead, touch down like that. Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work
Opponent online at DCHOPM. Opponent online Idaho. Opponent. Opponent. Opponent online at Kingdame 999. Entering online hub screen, you have compare stats.
These are the key moments right here. 3rd and 10.
Oh.
That's a flag.
Want some ice cream. Oh, my dude Trey, y'all.
Because he's never getting that ball. I don't know. Very next play, Mahomes. He's tried to get to the sideline, and I'm thinking, oh, they're not going to buy this, are they? Unnecessary rushes is called on Wise.
I need to fucking get on off. Go chill with the babe. I was watching a little football. That shit's over.
That's speed. Hey, you can run it with Phil, you can run it with Harper. There's so much speed on the field. Now it's a 9-point game. That's what I thought. Now on Matthew, you know what he did at LSU. All of a sudden, he gets hands on the ball and score.
Might as well tap out.
Somehow that goes right through elements of Vince. As he said, thank you very much. I'll take that. And so the final score looks a whole lot different than the game played out. Guys, Mahomes on that second half, they got him to 4-0.
It's been fun, man. It digs, man. What up, Poop? Shit, what's been good? Motherfuckers is funny. Oh shit. Been sitting in that chair, or you motherfucking had an injury, fam? Oh shit, yeah, I don't do no workouts no more. Fuck that. I got old. I need to. I'm starting to get fat. Yeah. Go to that motherfucker. Go to the chiropractor, bro. That's what my brother does. Oh, what up, John? Oh, no, John. I do show you on PS4. Look.
Exhibition. Exhibition pop-up menu. You online head-to-head.
Go to the thing.
Entering on top 100 is selected.
Go over here.
My leaderboard is
Right,
selected.
hit your right analog to the
Compare
right
stats.
to compare stats, and that's what it says. It says compare stats, John. Nah, I'm on a stream. Somebody was asking me something. VA open. VA. Can you send it through the thing?
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match.
Let me see that, John.
Exhibition. Online head-to-head. And top 100 is selected. My leader will compare stats.
Right at a lot.
Say I done powered up, living at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad to them sick back from around me. What it is, really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord. I'm overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger, poking through the casket. No
Entering online hubs. Quick match.
Shit, hold
My
on,
leaderboard is selected.
Do I got add you or can I go send it through the party? I was gonna say they was cat for getting rid of that shit. I play with the Lions. Yeah. You streaming Motown? Man, I'm just playing, dog. I'm laughing right now for real. I need to go get some ice.
Franchises. Exhibition.
But John, you see the new motherfucking the new dungeon, boy. The new dungeon. What? I got the Lions gear behind me and shit, fam. Woo woo.
Exhibition. Exhibition. Online head-to-head. And play friend. Entering. Your bet your MTOWN_gamer950 for JD. Entering. Create game screen. You have 7 options. The option is set to 1 is selected. Entering online/team select screen. The Detroit Lions, the home team, are selected. MTOWN_gamer9 San Francisco 49er ready.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you
temp close, Indy, close and air, close, ready, you, advance, edit, you, enter, edit uniform, edit you, you superstar X Factor submenu. You super, advance, enter, hold, off,
Single back is dope.
I
love single back. I've been running single back for a minute.
Ready.
But my book got a lot of that shit.
Sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay.
Yeah, my book got a lot of single back. So I've been running single back probably for 3 years.
Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate.
Single back got counters, sweeps, dives, stretches. It's got a lot of shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from
Ford
Field here in
Tosses,
downtown
where it's
Detroit,
got
Michigan.
everything.
Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the
it's got good
hometown
pass
Lions.
routes.
They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
You talking to me?
Yes, he brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Is this Motown talking?
Gives him a golden opportunity to go
I'm just playing with the Lions book. It's customized because I got my Audible set. I mean, but I ain't got shit else. We can go back out then. Yeah, I was gonna say, look, my book is set to where, look what I say, look, I do got my Audibles, bro.
Entering, conceiving,
look what I say, look, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I do got my Audibles, fam. I got my Audibles. That's about all I can say.
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options.
That's cool.
Play friend. And next. MTOWN_gamer950 for JP.
I mean, I can play with my other book, but I prefer to have
you
my
have
Audible.
7 options. The option is set to none is selected.
It's just easier.
Entering online/team select screen. The Detroit Lions, the home team, are selected.
I need to go adjust them because there's a couple formations that I need to have something else in it. I got the wrong Audible set. I don't notice.
In Los Angeles, ready. Advanced settings, event ready. Use play call black case black is black run west edit entering edit uniform edit ready.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the hill.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Just be jumping on my post, talking.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Every time I get in there, he just be talking dog. I said that my shit stopped.
Handoff comes to Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Peterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They give it to Peterson. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Peterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he has his receiver, that's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
He just got hurt. That's my running
teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Shit, what's he gonna do? Dribble or shoot? It's a big moment, big call. Already, early. Could change the game. It's going big. Big set.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Good pass.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That was a good play. I always play with my line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, look, they're nice though. I like it.
Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
Oh,
and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side
he
into
just
the
dotted
hands of
this
his
shit out.
tight end. Touchdown!
Look what I say with. Look what I say with. All I know is he just dotted the shit out of me.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing
Look
up.
what I say. Look, hey, that's about all I know so
Those
far.
are the
Is he
drives
just
that prove a lot. You got a rookie
man?
quarterback Charger on
That
the
was
road,
what killed me
takes him
out.
down, throws
Look,
a
that
touchdown
was what
pass.
killed me out
in a
right
game
there.
like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback,
Look, I like
the
my
team
boy.
usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader.
Grab my face,
They just
some
need
shit
to follow
did go
him.
down.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
I was on
Going down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
That was a nice ass catch.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Incomplete. That's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mess with me, coach.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
41-yard line.
Pick them little niggas up.
They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift.
Pick them little niggas up.
Before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 38 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Man, you see that silly shit?
People always talk about one of his
that
biggest
shit was
strengths,
funny
running
as
the
hell.
football, vision,
And
and he
was
found the
bopping.
spot there, went into the end zone.
I ain't seen him do that. He don't normally join in.
Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and have the power to finish the play.
That was funny
Not only
as
did he
fuck.
get good blocking, he created his own space.
He was down there bopping.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
That was funny shit.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's
That you over bumping Motown?
At their own 20-yard line.
He's over jumping, boy. Hey, my boy in high school used to bump all that shit, dog. Hey, he used to have me around all the chicks, boy. That was, boy, my nigga Jamie, boy. I'll never forget Jamie, boy. That's my dog for life.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go around.
All right, so we got to watch Herbert's arm.
And when you start
If he
plotting for this
motherfucker killed
drive,
me out
when you
just a
start
minute
thinking to
ago,
yourself,
don't you ever let it do me like that again.
because that worked, but you have to be prepared
We
for
can take a
wrinkles and
touchdown,
counters because you know they'll
but
make
not
some
like that. No more like that. Just no more like that. Okay? All right, bet. Break.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll
Watch
send you
the
to
run.
Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have
Damn
highlights
sure
and
watch the run.
analysis of this first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He dumps this one off to
I had to make a
Johnson, the
decision.
running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first
I had to
down
make an
pickup of
executive
8.
decision. I had to go one way out of my
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, he did him hurt.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I feel like I run that play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk.
No, I feel like I do run that play. I feel like I run it out of single back, though.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Oh, I couldn't keep up with him.
Open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Herbert back to the air. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a great return. This is up close to the 40-yard he was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit.
I think that's the only reason I was able to get to it.
That you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
They tried.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run, Peterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 14. They toss it out right to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They like some silly ass songs.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. They will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Allen has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they are going for it. Herbert now. That one complete to Joe Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Give me that.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history. And I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. And the charge. Herbert throwing again. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Again, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back. Just trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He was throwing, it looked like that.
So danger averted for the moment, but
I was going to say, from the way that looked, he was throwing.
Herbert. Launch a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh.
Get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there.
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs.
I seen him start to spin. I said, oh, shit, he got
it. Pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey,
because he spent so fast, I just knew they gave it to you.
Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Adrian Peterson.
You too slow to even do a move?
16-yard line. That's a big run for AP. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
Do a hesitation. Like, bro, all I asked you to do was do a hesitation.
Third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Joe Reed returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
It's hard.
A pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
For the field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, a player.
To throw again. Herbert. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 39. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in.
Shoot, I'm about to get out, bro. I wasn't even about to play that one. For real. Hey, but I be on all the time, though.
Entering, attention, pop up, your peer has conceded the game.
Yeah, I be on all the time, man. I jump back and forth from PS4 to Xbox. I play on that PS4 more than.
You have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
You know what? I don't know. I go back and forth. Yeah, I like both. Yeah, you like my
leaderboard is
my record's normally better on Xbox. Like I'm 50 and 31, 51 and 31 on PS4, but I'm like 27 and 13 or some shit on Xbox. Yeah, no, I'm like 20. I'm 20 games up on PS4.
Compare. Top 100 is selected.
I'm gonna start playing more on the Xbox.
Top 100 is selected.
Shit, and I learned how to connect my PS4 controller. Oh man.
Play friend.
With a Microsoft computer. You go in, you download this app. It's like it's called DS4 or some shit. Grab a DS4 Windows. You open it up, connect your controller with a USB to your laptop. Open up Xbox Companion, and you can connect your laptop to your Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And then you can stream it, and it'll allow you to use your PlayStation controller. Like shit, that's how I've been playing probably for about the last month and a half. I like the controller, but mine be doing stupid shit. Man, that's what I've been trying to get me one. Now, when I get my Elite controller, yeah, then I'll play with that. That motherfucker's 200 though. Yeah, the one I always see is that 2. That motherfucker 200. Cause shit, I thought I had found one for like 65.